You too can do a budget-friendly paint job as long as you call your sponsors and have them send you the free product like we did.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, anybody that says budget paint job's lying straight to you. ain't no such thing.
Products for paint and body. Hey, today's video, we're gonna start trying to knock out the paint and body kind of sort of stuff on this. Y'all know we've been sheet metaling, so we'll get you right into what's going on. Don't mind him, he kind of showed up and ain't left yet. The girls named him Theodore Rascal Warner. So I guess once he has a name, he don't leave, come to find out. So we've been sheet metaling, guys. I know y'all's tired of sheet metal. Sheet metal videos never do the greatest on the channel, much less keep a couple weeks in a row. It has kind of tanked the views on the channel, as a matter of fact. And I told Slick, I realize now why this one popped into our lives, because I do believe 100% if we're doing the 3 months of sheet metal work that one would have took, it may have killed the channel. And some of y'all's going, what are you talking about? Hey, YouTube shows me the analytics, and I tell you, it is not pretty on the sheet metal videos.
Not good.
We're doing worse than any build we've ever done, ever. So anyhow, I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts, guys. We had a lot of sheet metal stuff going on. I still got some stuff to weld up down here. Once the floor comes out, we got some more trimming to do. But we also got a lot of body work to do, which is why we got Slick here. Y'all, I say I can't sheet metal. I damn sure can't body work. That's one thing I cannot do. Don't have an eye for it. Don't have a feel for it. In here, we got some smoothing out still to do. A little bit of welding up here to do. Cross members back here need a little more weld, but we'll get that knocked out pretty quick. And we're gonna start the process. Like I said, getting some paint body going on. So as he body works that, we're gonna look at color matching our firewall. Inside, I want to color match the metal 100% what we did. I thought it was the coolest thing that as I took this car apart from the inside out, every piece I found had the green paint on it. Now I know once we put sound deadener and carpet or whatever goes down, you won't ever see that stuff, but I want to put it back all green. I just really enjoyed that about this car. So we'll be looking at doing that. We've got some textured, kind of like bed liner style coating. We're probably gonna be doing on the firewall area and the bottom of the car. And who knows what else. Here's what I do know is I opened up my calendar yesterday on April 1st and realized that I have the rest of this week and next week, and then the week after that is when we're supposed to be headed to Austin. I need to get this ready to go back together. I need this full blown apart and painted and all the components ready to go back together. We need a motor painted to our transmission going back to, we got a lot to do in a couple week time frame.
But in a couple weeks, you'll have almost a Model A, like a running Model A.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of, yeah, she'll be close. That'll be the thing. We make it through these next couple of weeks pushing hard, and she's going to be pretty close to boogieing. So I'm not saying we're going to have a runner driver for the show, but I'd like to have it really mocked up where you can have an idea what the car's going to look like. And then I'm sure we'll have details like wiring it and, you know, just the little accessories and crap like that to figure out. Nothing over the top. We'll still have some interior stuff to figure out, whatever. So we're going to get right on into it. Now, on the second channel, I've done that. I guess when I replaced the seal, if you've seen that one, well, my seal's leaking, so we got another one coming this morning. We're not going to show any more of that. Just know that I am not a transmission guy either. I don't even know what kind of car guy I am. Can't do paint body, can't do sheet metal, can't do transmissions. I can't do nothing. Can't, never, could do, I mean, almost never did anything. So Slick's gonna get started with smearing some mud for us, and I'm gonna get started with doing some welding up on the inside. All right, here we got the U-pole. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but this stuff is fantastic. Just ask the can. She's the body filler, lightweight, easy sanding. We tried this last time on the GMC. Slick liked it. We still got plenty in here. Was she good stuff or no?
Yeah, I liked it.
It was all right. And it was cheap and in stock at the parts house.
Perfect.
You see old Slick is going to start with feathering that out into our good paint there. And that paint and primer on this sucker is thick. It is all there. Hey Slick, you know what they call it when I use body filler? Bond. Oh shit. It's bad. Oh yeah, just globber on. Give her the old glob effect. Take you back to your old days, Slick. You want to be 18 again?
No, that's why I got a pool max, so I don't know how to do this anymore with beads.
Well, we got to keep you fresh, you know.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Trust the process.
Yeah. Well, I bought a pool max. No, somebody don't want to use it.
We didn't have time to use it, but I got time for you to body work today. You go rearrange. Trailblazer's done. Slick starting to sand. Now I'm starting to weld. Dang! Brought the old lawn chair.
I won't be here for a minute.
Hey, there's a stool over there that sits a little higher if you need it. Kids these days can't even find one who can stand on his feet and work. They all gotta be sitting down. That chair just looks like summertime, Slick.
I wish it was.
I think this gas will help.
Yeah, I'll probably turn that off.
I don't need no help with my shaking hand here, but old Bodywork McGee out here is giving her hell. I was just in there hoping that weld hit where it needed to. Well, look at the toe boards. Yeah, we'll be all right in here. I just welded this seam up into there. I'm gonna grind that down. These I'd welded on the outside except that one. So I'm just gonna start cleaning up some of this stuff now. As y'all can see, they actually body worked these toe board areas before. Got all kinds of body filler in there. Here's a high quality show car. What you doing out there, Slick?
Standing.
Don't worry, I'm just in here grinding. I get done grinding, I gotta go back and do some welding. Nowhere else I'd rather be than right here grinding my life away. Oh, that's what we want, some metal in the eyeball. I was sanding here a minute ago and old Slick said, I smell gas. I'm like, sorry, that taco boy done kicked in. Nah, not that gas. The kind that's gonna make us blow up. So back here we just been sanding away, 80 grit on this, where I welded in them beads and flipped it around. Had to grind down some of the welds, get the wire wheel in there, then kind of sand on it. Just getting it where we can put a nice coat of primer back here. Same on this, making sure all of it gets hit with 80 grit at some point where everything wants to stick. We got a cutoff valve right there, and I guess I'd give that old bumperoonie because like I said, hey, I smell gas. Well, it was just barely dripping out of here down to there. As he said that, I had the 80 grit in my hand, wing, 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 throwing sparks. That's all we need is that spark to hit some of our gas there. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'd coat that with some primer, but first we gotta get this side caught up. Oh, and this is the side where all the fuel's right in our way. Perfect. I had to dig through my old hidey hole. I couldn't find a 1/4 inch plug, but I found an 1/8 inch and then an adapter. Right here we got the old pipe sealant. It says it'll work with gasoline, so we'll put that to the test. Yeah. The custom plug action. And here, pull apart our assembly. Oh, fuel. All right. We're not doing a good job of catching it so far, are we? That's what came back out of our fuel filter. She's a little dirty. Don't worry, Slick. I only spilt a little bit. A dirty filter will get you.
So we're welding around gas.
Yeah. Alright, let's see how much we got in here. Here she comes. Real good looking stuff. Looks like somebody's dehydrated pee-pee. Looks like someone peed cream soda. Try to clean up some of our mess there. Made that floor nice and clean. There's a little secret for you. You need a shiny sheet metal floor, just pour a little gasoline on it. Give it a scrubbing. I thought we had like I don't know, 2, maybe 3 gallons. We're on like gallon number 5 or 6 now, so as that's been draining, I pulled all of our glued in rubber mats. These rubber mats, they feature the quick removal feature. You just get you a corner and pull it right off there, no big deal. Just leave you a little glue, spray on glue behind. If you're looking for a place to use that old gas, that gas will actually break down that spray glue. However, it don't break it down quicker than lacquer thinner. We got some of that right here, so as that's been draining, I've just been scrubbing away. We're gonna put some sound deadener back on that stuff. That's just about a 1/16 inch thick, glued in, which is gonna help compared to nothing, but it ain't gonna work as good as that mat we're gonna end up installing. Sound deadener. Get you some lacquer thinner and see, you can just scrub away that glue. She'll come off there. Just rotate your rag ever so often. There she comes, looks like a booger. You get a boogie on the rag, you're doing good. Have I mentioned I love any kind of prep work? It's my favorite. What about you, Slicky? Is that your favorite?
Not having a good time.
You just get in here with the lacquer thinner and gas, you'll start having a good time. All right, thank goodness. I don't know, we probably got 7.5, 8.5 gallons out of her. We got enough that I had enough time to get all the glue off. Now that glue over there, she's super sticky. The lacquer thinner don't want to take it off. And it got off all the real sloppy stuff, but the stuff that's really stuck to the metal, that's good enough for me. Good enough for what we're gonna do there. They're drained. We'll go ahead and pull our valve assembly off here. Pull our little elbow out the bottom of the tank. Put a little hucky puck on our threads, on our plug. And now after all that welding and grinding, we're gonna make sure we got a nice empty tank. Seems super logical to me. All right, with that custom plug installed, that gives us a lot more room for working that area up there. And good step one is just kind of wiping this sucker where we can see what we got. And what we got is a couple filler pieces that need knocked down. We've got some burnt paint we want to clean up. And even up top, we've just got some clean paint we need to scuff up. So for that, guys, you just want to get creative. We've got wire wheels for getting in the crannies. We've got Scotch-Brite pads. And then you got your classic roll locks. Oh yeah, let's get the rest of that out of here before we're on fire. Hey now, easy on my little custom beads there. Slick's just sanding his life away up here on these, trying to
I have my fingerprints.
Get them to look like actual beads again. In video, they look pretty good, guys, but in person, of course, from doing all the relief cuts in them, there's highs and lows, and yeah. So you need you a pal like old Slick Fitty.
So I can yell at you the whole time because we should use Pool Max.
Think she's ready for our first coat of primer up in there. Old Slick beat us to it. He's done got his first coat down on that bead.
I'm just looking at it, it's not done.
Now, that's a weak gun. Our gun's on empty. Yeah. Reload. She's shaking up now. Welcome to Puddins Paint and Body. Or if you got a body, we'll be putting paint on it. Get out of there. Let her air out some. Whew. We're gonna need the respirator next go around. All right, Slick. The look of disappointment's written all over your face.
Not ideal.
Not ideal. Oh, she's looking promising to me.
Yeah. Feel it.
It ain't about the feel.
It is about the feel.
Yeah, I know. I can feel it. So we kind of let her set up a little bit. Our floor back here. As y'all can see, I done started on it. Our welds, I'm gonna go along on those. Our little cutoff wheel. I do not like these things for cutting metal. I think they're a pain to use. It's probably because this little cheap die grinder ain't got enough UGAs in its dugga to turn it to actually cut stuff really well. You will use it sometimes. I mainly use it for grinding down welds that are hard to get to, just because of the angle. But y'all can see right there, we can get that blade right there on them tacks I did, and we're gonna grind them down. Then with them ground down, we're gonna go along and just full weld that sucker up. Oh yeah, we're cooking now. So I actually cranked the heat up a little bit since we're going to some 1/2-inch plate there. And I just try to focus on that, where we just don't put a ton of heat into the sheet metal side. We try to hit that side. And that copper weld through primer right there, that stuff seems to work real good. Sure are noisy over there. So I just zipped across here, guys. I didn't even hop around or nothing. And it's, like I said, it didn't get super hot. I can put my hand right there where I was just welding. Not too concerned about warping that. She's staying good. And I'm gonna seam seal that area, but even though we're gonna do that, I'm still gonna knock the head of these welds down with our die grinder. Not really trying to grind these away. I'm just kind of knocking them down where they're more flat, where that little round top on the bead goes away. After that, the old carbide there, that's about the perfect profile to go down through there and knock off any of the leftover high spots. Sure is pretty for no more than what we did. A few holes across the back where we took out them factory flathead screws I forgot about. We want them welded up. Get ready for some primer here. Anywhere our primer goes on to, we're gonna dust our color match paint in, so we want to scuff that area too. Down in our little nooks and crannies, I'm gonna just take Scotch-Brite, give that a little scuffing. And I did our fender wheels and stuff too around there, scuffed it. All of that with Scotch-Brite. Hit her with old Suck Job Deluxe, get some of that nitty gritty out of there. And when I said I was gonna use a respirator, I really meant one of these masks I had, close enough. Slick had to move the lawn chair. No words. We don't know what got on this firewall. I got done DAing it Saturday and ain't even touched it since. But as he was doing his final sanding, half our body filler just fell off. What'll cause that, Slick?
Oil or something got on it.
If it wasn't me, it wasn't him. We're gonna have to blame the dog. He's in here lubricating everything. He lubricated my air hose earlier when he pissed on it. All right, we're going in, folks. I love this TranStar primer in the can. It is good stuff. She lays on thick. That panel looks awful. I did not do my best on it. Did we just teach everyone why you start with a wax and grease remover?
Or why you just don't do body work and let somebody else do it. Keep doing metal work like you do.
That's why he's here. Slick, I know you're paid hourly, buddy, but if you need the extra hours, we could have found something else for you to do. I could tell he's like super upset. I started to pop out of there and be like, well, I got in here primered and stuff. What are you doing out there? It's like you're right where you started. But I don't want him to tell me screw off and walk out of here. Yeah, I was wanting to pull this off a second ago. He didn't want to get fuel on it. You got her? Oh, all right, let me pull my tape off. He didn't want to get fuel everywhere, but we're kind of past that now. You notice some of the green paint is chipping off in the area. You got it? He's wondering if at some point this was leaking fuel that almost like soaked into it or something over time. All right, let's get the barb fitting. All right, can you spin that out there? I don't even know if this is just a shut-off valve or if it's if there's a filter up in that assembly or what. Well, we got a chuckle out of Slick anyhow. I said, you don't think it's that fantastic body filler, just ain't so fantastic. And yeah, he starts scraping on some of the other areas where he know is definitely fresh bare metal that he put some of it, and it's falling off of everything. So we have troubleshot our problem to be crappy body filler.
Yeah, it's just coming right off that metal that came from my shop, and that's brand new metal.
Yeah. One way we're gonna know if it's that body filler for sure is probably a few months down the road as Randy continues to drive that GMC.
My man, Randy.
As the body filler falls off the truck, we're gonna be like, yeah, it was the body filler the whole time. We got cold since then though, and I know you can't let that stuff freeze. I don't think it ever got freezing enough in this shop that it should have froze stuff in here, but
who knows? It might be all right on Randy's truck. It might just, one of them deals. I don't know. It wasn't doing that on Randy's truck.
It wanted to be on a GMC. It didn't want to be on no damn old Ford.
I guess. It didn't do that on Randy's. I would have took it off.
So Slick's about to have to get out of here for his mom's birthday. As you can see, he stripped off the other side.
I did manage to accomplish getting a bunch of little shreds of sandpaper.
He did make a mess today, so progress was made. But the thing is, he don't want to do it and then we pressure wash it one day and there goes our firewall. So
I'll light this car on fire.
Pressure wash them. Hi, I'm gonna clean it real quick. There it goes. So I just ordered the body filler that he likes. Parts House gonna bring it to me. We'll have that. And in here, I've had the 80 grit just kind of sanding on our panel there, trying to get it happy. Now this panel here, you can see it when the seat's on. Now the seat does overhang it, but we do want to figure out how to get it half looking kind of decently okay-ish. Theo Rascal Warner. What a name them girls come up with. Theo's for when he's a good boy. Theodore's for when he's in trouble. Theodore! He don't even know his name. You could call him Buttface. You could call him Corn Dog. You could call him Stink Butt. He'd about come to anything. I think he's just happy to see nice people. Dang, this thing's got a can't pull your string out feature. Alrighty then. We're gonna tuck them before we get ourselves in bad shape. I'll show you what we're doing in just a second. Obviously, we're cutting out some sheet metal. Flap attack, go! Come take a gander. As we go to texture coat this along our firewall, we got this little nook and cranny that's full of a filler piece, a little pitting, some ugly weld. And I just figured if we put that right there, it's definitely gonna look better. Also, if we go to carpet this, I think that's gonna allow us a flat piece to go all the way up there, where before it wouldn't have no support. So as long as we just drill a single hole there where we can spot weld it up there, then we'll probably just put a tack and a tack. It's gonna flatten that out. I'm gonna have to hop on that back in the morning just because I gotta go get Quikrete and they close here shortly. And if I don't get it tonight, I'm gonna be in bad shape. There's still progress going on our shop add-on, and for the heat and air for the condenser to get set, we need the little pad built. Psych! Made it there, got the Quikrete, and made it back. Gonna try to get these finished tonight. Cut one out for the passenger side. Go ahead and drill us a couple of holes there for some spot welds. Let's take our plate here. The little chicken. All right. Grind a little bare metal there, and then up there for our spot welds. The weld through primer back on that. And boom baby, couple tacks down there, couple spot welds. Quick little cleanup and blow her off. Ready for another coat of primer on that. And that looks pretty good now. Tomorrow we'll probably end up seam sealing all that. And like I said, now we got a place for carpet to go all the way up there, which is gonna have her looking quite nice. Good morning, people. Is it a good morning, Slick?
Way better.
It's a way better morning. That old Evercoat Z grip that Slick likes, we got some of that. And just as soon as he started sanding on this one, he's like, we're gonna be in good shape here.
Yeah, it's so much better.
He likes how it's feathering a lot better. Everything's going good. As y'all can see, he done made a lot of headway there. And me, myself, I done got up before the sun had a chance to yawn and stretch this morning, all right? I got up, I tended to the cattle, plowed the fields, had time to get damn Timmy out the well, okay? And I got all that done. Then I got in here. I welded up across here, which is the same way we did her down here. And then as far as this panel goes, because I messed up our paint there, I ended up just stripping it all down because it was too hard to kind of feather on that bead. I'm ready for a little filler here. Now, I don't really do filler work, but I do today.
Just about to learn today.
We about to try it. I can't do no worse than what Slick did yesterday.
Hey, that was all the fantastic body filler. That's not so fantastic.
It says it's fantastic.
That's a lie from the devil.
Oh, that's still wet.
Yeah.
I got enough right there. We got tired. Good boy. Get you a scoop of the poop, put on some of the blue stuff, and mix her around and just hope you have a decent day. That's how I do body work. When I was 12 years old, I Frenched a license plate in the tailgate of a S10, my first little pickup truck. It was the first time I had any experience with body filler. I did use the cheapo Bondo brand, and I dropped a license plate box in a tailgate. The box was probably 1 inch thick, and however it stuck up out of that curved tailgate, well, I just plumb body fillered all the way up to the edges of it. So by the time I got done, there's body filler on there about 1 inch thick.
So you didn't grind the edge down to the tailgate?
Oh no, oh no.
Oh my God.
I just made her all flow out to the edge of the license plate box.
I mixed up way too much, because really all I want to do is this little area here. Leave that?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yep.
Is it too thin right there?
No, it's fine.
Good?
Yep.
This side I actually did a better job on than that side. I didn't do bad on either side, but this one needs even less. So we get her smooth out, and so we'll get that setting up there. Little pro tip. Yep, I lost my pro tip. Give me a second.
That cross member made out of that 1/2 inch thick stuff, she was a little rusty, but you may notice now she's pretty shiny. I had one of these paint strippers here in the roll lock, so that's pretty good for cleaning up that old rusty metal. Got some rust on her. She just a damned old rat rod, Slick.
Slick's gonna use my leftover and give that bead probably its final wipe. And when he was wiping this morning, he did get us some started on our fender well areas. All right, as we're waiting for that to set up, I got the old Seam Sealer Deluxe out right here. She's the 3M Fast and Firm Seam Sealer. Went for a test pass over there. She's looking good. Oh yeah, that's a good bead right there. That's a good bead. Missed just a hair right there. Lick that old glove. Just give her a pat. That spit will keep her from sticking to you. Flatten out up there because I got a little thick. All right, it'll be okay. Our little piece we popped in our little plate. We're gonna come down to that corner right there and stop. And we're gonna pull a bead along there and stop. You dang right, baby. That's gonna be ready for some textured coating once it gets all set up there. So besides not, excuse me, besides not really having a feel for body work, I'm also very impatient when it comes to it. So I like to do stuff like knock it down with the DA, where sometimes I take off a little too much or maybe not enough. I'm just not good at the stuff. Oh, I'm a blocking man. Who can block it? Puddin' can. By block it, I mean mess it up, where she sits on blocks in the junkyard. I can break it. That's pretty smooth though. I hit her with the 80 grit. Now we're going back with some 220 to smooth her up a hair. And I'm actually pretty impressed with how that's looking. Of course, I ain't done nothing super complicated here. Let the block do the work of making sure that stays nice and smooth. Same down here. We're just gonna get her blocked down. Please be good to me. Please be good to me. Come on, old girl, just please be good to me. Here goes nothing. Well, you dang right. We had cut that right on the edge of that bead and put it back in, and you can't even tell. Woo-hoo! When you're good, you're good. Now, speaking of someone who's actually good, look at how these old beads are coming along out here. Oh, Slicky getting her slick. And I'm so glad he's taking care of those for us, because those swooping with that sure look a lot better than when they were straight. It's the details, y'all. The details will get you.
What are you doing? You wiping more or something?
Yeah. Call me Backtrack Bobby here.
That's the name of the game on this project, isn't it?
Yeah. As y'all can see, my beautiful primer is no longer there. That's because I started to seam seal that, and then I realized that the carpet ain't gonna sit up there to that panel. So if I put an ugly bead of seam seal, it's gonna look like a ugly bead of seam seal. I wiped off what I could with lacquer thinner, which took part of our primer. I then did what I could with the 80 grit to scuff it and rough it, because we got a body filler across that and smooth her out, or she ain't gonna look good in our damn Pot County show car here.
Yeah, when in doubt, do it twice, you know?
We might get to 3. Doing a very fancy index finger technique here.
Probably should have taped off the bead, but oh, it's a little more sanding for you. I just want to get you caught up to the amount of sanding I'm doing out there, you know?
Oh, I appreciate it.
Even it out, you know?
Equal rights, equal lefts.
Exactly.
Don't be getting right here on my beautiful flat floors.
That's freaking dirt.
Here, go wipe that where you needed it. I don't know why I got 19 pounds. Woo, she's officially a show car, folks. I'm sorry, but if you start body work in an area that a carpet's going over, show car. Dang is right, show car. All right, now we gotta let that stuff set up. Slick's pretty happy with his beads, giving the firewall more wipes. Now we got more areas to work. He said the bead was the hard part. Everything else is just kind of downhill. Besides getting all that in paint and body, we need this in paint and body as well. I was thinking that we may have to do it ourselves. Y'all know I usually like to send out to my buddy who sandblasts and paints for me. He promised me he can have it back to me in a week. So we're gonna blow this apart and load it up and get it to him today, where he can get started ASAP. It should save us time where we can concentrate on that and then get the drivetrain ready, and we may make our car show deadline. It's like grease lightning right here. Just throw her in. Yeah. Now, one thing I want to do so we make sure everything goes back, because we're gonna have to pull our link bars apart. So I'm gonna measure how far out from our end of our bung to the bar length. And I'm gonna write these measurements down. That way we have a pretty good idea of where to go back to when we end up getting it all back from paint. Now these are gonna be subject to change, but 13/16 for the top, 3/4 for the lower, that's within a 1/16 there. But I forgot to actually set our pinion angle with the body on, but we want to get it actually in there with a proper motor and all that before we actually fine tune our pinion angle there. Now I'm going to do it for these right here so we know where to set them back to.
And then our tie rod, well actually it's pretty clean. Well no, they spray foamed it.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually kind of cleaning up.
Those are pretty clean. Those are already painted, so we may not have to do them. If I can measure it, I'm gonna measure it and write it down real quick. He just wadded up and sat down in that box. You gonna be part of the hot rod now or what?
Oh, goofball. Yeah, we're gonna have to have these painted. They're all messed up. Hammer. Dang. I didn't think that one would actually be seated. Alrighty then. Hey, yeah. Dang, did them boys think we're going together for the final time? There she goes. Just had to quit hitting it with that plastic thing, hitting it with my purse, and hit it with a real hammer. Kill.
Now obviously we're still going to have this rig aligned after we get it all back together. So again, rough measurements, just ballpark.
Get us a box here for the front stuff specifically.
Do you need a dog shipped out to you today? Just visit puddins.fab.shop. We got weekly specials on a pooch in a pouch, a pooch in a parcel, a boxer in a box. Why does that dude like the box? He's trying to figure out how you can lay down. Step one, get a bigger box. Our Panhard bar, she is maxed out on thread, so that's pretty easy to jot down.
What are you doing, oh Theodore?
All right, what a character.
Slick pulled our drum off, snap, snap. Get you some pictures. The Bolin brothers, they have, made in USA. They have these things cast. This is their drum brake setup, really nice.
Of course, we got to have our drums, our spindles, our backing plates all painted as well, so we've got to do full disassembly here.
The spring had a little stink on it.
Did he get both paws in the front? He did? Oh, he's back out.
Damn it, I don't fit, Dad. When I was just young, boy, my mama told me, son, don't play with hot rods. That crap ain't really fun. It is when you drive them. Not so much when you got to do paint and body work.
I would rather do 100 sets of drum brakes opposed to paint and body work, if that tells you anything.
It's not that bad.
If it ain't that bad, Slick, tell that to the Slick who was in here. We would have had censored every other word you said yesterday if it was on camera. You're doing the Pike County scramble to get this hot rod there.
In the arms of an angel.
For just 19 cents a day. You too can help me. We don't gotta ask for free money. We sell quality merchandise, dude. One cute little steering box.
He did it. He got the arm in. He's happy. He's a happy puppy.
And I'm out.
Okay, proved I could do it.
Right here for both.
Pull your chrome lug nut. That's what she looks like. That's gonna retain our kingpin up in there, I believe. Give that a tap that away.
Whoever had tightened up stuff on this side, it's a lot tighter than that side.
When me whoop it, I'll whoop the hell out of it.
Ain't doing no good, but I'll whoop it.
All right. I protected the head with the microfiber. She didn't get too nicked up or nothing. Oh.
Oh, he's that.
We're hitting that.
Mine didn't hit that. That's interesting.
But the devil. We're dummies. We're trying to figure out why the kingpin hit on this side but not that side. On that side, the backing plate was pulled off first. It makes a little bit of sense. A little bit of the sense.
A little bit of the sense.
Yeah, that made no bit of the sense. Up next for our brake system here. No. Whoop. She's going down with it. Here you go. Try again. There you go.
Alright, I'll just leave it, Jack.
Our 4-link setup here, nothing special. We're just gonna unbolt her, pull them coilovers off. Go ahead and blow the backing plates off this rear end as well. And then we'll be starting to load her up, guys. Same old thing we did at the front. You don't need to see this. Aha! Well, stuff's going just swell. Slick's been working on this and I've been working on the 4-link bars. Oh, yeah. Tear up them splines, dummy. Yeah, I can tear it up. You wanna see what else I tore up? Dropped a piece of panhard bar off the table. It bounced. Guess what it hit? Oh, I don't know, the new radiator. Guess what it cracked? Oh, I don't know, the new radiator. You mean a Fend radiator made out of aluminum ain't the smartest thing to keep 3 foot away from a welding table? I think me feeling relatable to normal people and doing stupid stuff like that's why.
Dude, that crap always happens. I got a brand new windshield in my little hot rod. I didn't have it in there 10 minutes and cracked it. Trying to adjust it so to open and close.
Crap happens. I'm not happy about it, but we can't change it, so we move forward.
Just don't look at it.
Just don't look at it. I think I've ever had anything with a Ford 9-inch. Damn old race car.
Where's her crack?
She's a show car. She's a kid hauler.
She's gonna hop a Coke can.
She'll hop a Coke can. She'll whoop a tail. This thing ain't supposed to be sealed is what I was told. That ain't gonna work. There has to be something better than that. I'm gonna chisel here. Easy does it. I need just enough to be able to get that pry bar. There she went.
Do the other side.
Let's check the mesh pattern. Oh, she's good.
They ain't got a limited slip.
Like that. 373s, limited slip. That slip might be limited, but the ass whoopings are unlimited. Line up and find out. With my stock 350.
The weight is what gets it.
Got weld up where some dummy cut this cross member out. It's a good thing about metal, guys. It's just metal. You mess up, you cut it out, put it back, weld it up, grind it out. Try again. That's my motto. Oh yeah, that's looking like it never even happened. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. Before we flip it, we need a cap at the end of this frame. I done knocked out side A. Now let's see if this one wants to be a pain in the butt or go smooth.
All I did was make us a template out poster board for that side. Once I got that patch or that filler plate happy before I tacked it in, I just transferred it to our metal and traced it out, so we'd be good to go for this one. And them corners up top because we got a popper in the frame. Just about like so. We're flip-flopped 1, 2, 3, 4 small welds now. We got the majority of it done. Oh, Slick, he's putting a custom lip on this bad girl or something.
Side to side, it was uneven.
Oh, well, it ain't gonna be by the time you mold that down.
No, she gonna look mint condition.
He's getting that baby all lined out. Last little spot touches here, except for the old custom Liposaurus Rex. These are looking good. We got the bottom weld on each side. And then up here on our cross member, just a little bit. Most of it's all knocked out. She's looking good, looking good. What a unit. It would have been done if someone would have kept that out there.
What is it do?
A little bit of a gap there. Turn your heat down just a hair, that way you ain't trying to blow her out. I could actually bump her down just a hair more. Yeah, that's what she needed. D-U-N. She's done. Back's nice and smooth. Cross member, nice and smooth, looking good again. One thing you may want to think of, Slick pointed out, was he said we may want to drill some holes in the bottom to let the condensation out. That way you're not trapping water. The thing with ours though is it's going to have quite a bit of rake, so we're going to be draining towards the front. And if we come up here and look where our cross member's at, well, that's not full boxed. So any condensation we do have get along in there should come out right here. So in that sense, we should be good to go. Now let's go get that old travel all good to go. Open sesame. Honey, can you get all the groceries? Yeah, darling. I'll get my crap out so we can bring my other crap in. Now, got the travel all fired up earlier. Have to go put some gas in her. She is leaking fuel from the filler neck quite bad. So we're gonna have to spend some time on this before we head out of town, because I plan on trailering the Model A down with this thing. Get all of our goodies in the back. You a kite flyer now or what, girl? Get it, girl. Yeah, she gonna fly away. Switch. We hauled her home from Texas like that, we'll haul her to the sandblaster like that. Call me crazy, but 8 of them says she ain't going nowhere. Dang, girl, you got that kite way up there. You maxed out on string?
Yes.
Look at you go.
But you said he just wants
You like
shade.
you some shade or what?
Yeah, he wants some shade. You want some shade, buddy?
Can't be more comfortable than that box. It's bag and tag season, so let's bag this beauty up.
I think we're about ready.
Some old high build I've had. It's been sprayed before, so hopefully that can's still good. She smelled good too. Got that old high build secret formula smell. That's old thick stuff. Them beads look good. Luckily that body filler's sticking to it. That's a plus.
Yeah. That other crap sucked.
This guy just passed us. Slick said he was looking like we were making sure we weren't losing the frame up there. I was like, that guy probably seen the zip ties when he was behind us and was like, oh crap, get around that guy. It'll hold or it won't.
It'll hold. Better than that 2x4.
That's right. You like them zip ties?
Yeah. She didn't move an inch. You'll rock this travel off before you'll move that frame.
You're used to getting about 17 cents of steelies from them. Not high performance parts.
Yep, there we go. Getting her all dropped off. Whitman's blasting here in Walnut, Oklahoma. Old Mark, he's always taking good care of me. So we got him just everything laid out there. We made her back to the shop. I cleaned up as Slick kind of fine-tuned all of his little things up here. We went around, got our fender wells ready to go as well, as far as taping them off. Ain't being near as picky there, they're fender wells. This side's ready to go. I think we're ready to lay down a little color. Now, y'all know me, they call me Rattle Can Dan for a reason, because I don't like playing with spray guns and crap. So I went to my local paint place, had them color match our color, and I begged them, do not send me back with it until you're like dead sure perfect, or dead sure happy it's perfect. Well, it ain't exactly perfect, but it is right there. So if y'all can't see it on camera, that means they did pretty good. I'm gonna get this baby a shaking. Well, shaking can's a happy can. I'm gonna start off with a nice light coat here. She's covering good and the color seems to be matching well so far. Spray on a little guide coat here. All right, there's super light coat number one. Matches great. All those areas that were scuffed just looks correct. Looks good. Y'all call me Sir Dust a lot because I'm gonna go just dust all this. Ha-ha! By the time we do a loop around dusting as we go, we're probably ready for another coat up in here. Ooh. That primer's just disappearing. Look, that looks awesome, guys.
Like, I am Rattle Can.
Oh man, I'm in love. Them beads following look so much better. That being color match looks so much better. I am Rattle Can Dan. Rattle Can Dan, baddest rattle canner this side of the Mississippi. Both sides of the Mississippi. Now, Slick was saying earlier in this little area, he is having some problems with the primer reacting to the metal kind of goofy. So we're going slow there. Pull up a lawn chair, Slick. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Yeah, my fingers hurt. I'm sanding all the live long day.
One more coat on. It's on there pretty thick, so we're gonna leave her be. Let her set up overnight, hopefully dry good. And we'll be back on her in the morning. Doesn't even look like we did anything, Slick.
Not bad for Rattle Can.
Not bad for Rattle Can. Shoo, baby. peel that back mask, guys, and I can't even hardly see a tape line unless I get a light and really look. That color is money. Man, that looks good. Can't even tell we cut out all them patches and notched it or anything. Now, friend, I thought that firewall looked good, but old Slick disagreed. Nothing but the best if it's by old Slick. Now, I reckon y'all can only watch so much paint and body, so I kind of been working that area and I got it in primer. But now we got to pull the floors out because we got to get some of this into some primer. But also I marked out where we need to do a little trimming here for max clearance. And our floor pans, we need to trim right there. We can get a little more clearance, which is good. One of our nut certs was so close to the edge, well, it busted my little weld there, so I'm going to weld that up. And we got to get some primer on all this. That nut cert right there, guaranteed not to spin now because it's welded into the floor pan. That is a good thing of getting the steel ones. You can get them, I think they make them out of aluminum, maybe something else. But if you're going to be putting them in a steel, which is what we mostly use, it's good to be able to put a tack on it if you need to. Just saying, you get a good squeeze on her and she spins, get up underneath there, tack. Tearing up that nice table.
Oh, not the table.
This is thing in this shop.
Straightest thing in this shop.
Besides Slick's hair.
Yeah.
Oh, Slick's hungry. It's about lunchtime. I've been running all over the city taking dogs to the Humane Society. She's purty. Got more nut certs in, by the way. We're gonna have to scuff all this up and paint the floors with this out. That way everything ends up nice. But to have the energy to do that, you gotta eat. And old Slick got us fixed up with some Taco Boy. Woo, baby. And some primer laid down on these floors. Unfortunately, paint and body is a lot of the same crap, guys. Kind of like the worst devil version of like doing sheet metal, as far as it's just a repeat process, doing the same old crap. Which in this case is sand, prime paint, and in between maybe blow out some stuff, a little back mask here or there. Which, as y'all can see, we taped off the car yet again, but this time with the doors open. Because after we get this set up good, it needs to all be painted green. We're hoping we can do it at the same time as the firewall. And all this, we're gonna dust it too with the green. That way when the floor pan's out, everything looks nice. So our floor pan and tunnel over there, we're gonna paint it separate and then we'll install it all, of course, once we get it all happy. So I'm gonna just keep primering away here. We're to the sweet moment, guys. The sweet moment of putting some color down. I'm gonna crawl up in there. We're gonna work our way this way from back, and then sucked her out, starting to blend on that side. All right, all this stuff needs a good coat. Of course, anywhere our primer's showing, that paint cover's nice to that primer. It's looking good. I want to show you though, over here on the sides. Well, whoever painted before, they just didn't put the paint on as thick in here, which is fine, but to make it blend better, I just kind of go and feather her up like that. And you don't gotta be perfect about it, but that sure helps it look like it's been there and not just fresh new paint. Getting this backside's a little tricky, but I'll get her. They call me old Ace with the rattle can.
Got the firewall mostly fixed. It's a lot straighter than it was earlier. Just some spots in the center of the things I wasn't really happy with. But it's coming around now. Get some more coats on it and then unmask it, and then we gotta do the bottom.
That may be a tomorrow job.
Yeah, probably so.
The way this day's going, you like stuff done in a hurry, don't be a paint and body man. This ain't the job for you.
Nope.
Just a damned old paint factory here, baby. Running true duels. Like old clapped out OBS with glass pipes. I think the paint's getting to me. I meant glass packs.
Glass pipes.
Glass pipes. It probably has a glass pipe in the front seat.
Yeah, that's true.
All that stuff right there, we had scuffed it with the Scotch Brite. I was gonna tell you we're gonna feather her on, but I just seen Thick laying it on. There's a difference. Keep laying it on in there. Here I come. You dang right, she's looking good in there. So let's go on one final coat on the firewall. Of course, she's still drying up, but have a look in here. All this stuff being color matched looks stinking awesome. She's a bad mama, shut your mouth. Good morning, party people. Are you having fun yet? Me too, neither, because I do not enjoy paint and body. Yesterday, Mr. Theo here, didn't really give you the story on the main channel here. He showed up on Easter, and the day before we had went to a festival in the city, a little tulip festival thing. Everyone had their dogs walking around. Hot Rod said, "Hey Dad, can we have a dog?" She'd been asking for years. I said, "No, we ain't doing no dog." Well, then Easter Sunday, Mr. Theo come up. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. He showed up Easter Sunday. He was showing all of his ribs. He is in bad shape. You can tell the dude's had a rough life. Theo, let's see that old scarred up face. What about the neck? Well, we didn't put a collar on him, but he popped the collar off. Ooh, he said, "Give me a little scratchy there, Dad." Yeah, someone had him tied up bad. But he's a good puppy, ain't he? Him's a good boy. Hot Rod on Sunday evening said, "Dad, I asked you for a dog yesterday, and you said no." So I prayed to God, and I asked him for a dog, and look what showed up today. Well, how do you try to teach your daughter that God answers prayers and then take away what she thinks is her first answered prayer? So we have Theo, hey, there he is. Hot Rod's answered prayer. Yesterday we took him to the Humane Society. He does have heartworms. He does have some disease that I can't even try to pronounce. Both supposed to be treatable. And other than that, they took the 2 shillings he had out of his coin purse, if you can catch on to what I'm saying there. He seems like he's doing good. So I'd like to formally, on the main channel, I guess, introduce y'all, the girls named him, to Theodore Rascal Warner. He does answer to Theo, though. And he seems like a good dog. He's pretty content with the bed and just getting up and walking around occasionally. I think he's just happy to have a place to rest with some food in his belly, if I'm being honest. It's the little things in life. I done peeled our tape. As y'all can see, firewall color just looks amazing. Come around to the inside. Oh, baby, ka-chow. Color match floor pans, you'll never see it again. Ka-chow. We're gonna take dynamite and stick it down to that and then some carpet. It'll full disappear. Who gives a damn? That looks awesome. Ride that old pony over here to the old room here, the old paint booth. Got our tunnel, got our floor pan. Oh, don't fall. Don't fall. And I noticed this did not gloss over like everything else did, so she probably needs another coating. But that's pretty much everything we need to color match paint. Now the bottom, however, we're gonna try to do some textured coating. Sweet Patina sells this N1 textured coating. He sells it in black, white, or tintable. We have the tintable. This old N1 textured coating provides surface protection, temperature control, and sound deadening, all in one coating. That's good. If we can dampen the top, we can dampen the bottom. We should have the quietest possible ride we can get out of that big old sheet metal floor. With all that being said, we got to get her up here. We're going to have to get it on the lift to be able to do that one. You know what, real quick, since I'm pretty sure we're done throwing sparks, I'm actually going to pull all the crap off this. I'm so excited to see that with the doors closed and actually to be able to see the windows without paper on it. Karate. Ha! Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Theo ain't never seen no karate like that. He was looking like, dang, Dad could whoop an ass if he needed to. Ooh, yeah. Well, as my heart sits here and melts, look me in my eye and tell me you love me back, because oh, baby. Oh. She looks so beautiful with all that crap off of her, guys. Oh, man. I hate when windows are blocked. It just kills the look of the vehicle. She looks amazing. Our color match looks amazing. You can see our notch in there, but all the rest is gone. You can see the sweep-de-doo in the firewall, but the color's perfect. People's gonna believe we didn't even touch the car. If someone would have seen it like this, they're not gonna be like, oh, I bet they did the firewall just now. Shoo! Shoo! Oh, my Lana. All right, guys, I could sit here and re-fall in love with this car all day. Let's get her up on the lift and start seeing what it's gonna take to get our bottom ready to go. Since we got to spray the bottom, we need good lift points where we're not, we need to be able to spray all areas. So I'm gonna swap this around where we can get our lift point on the lift, hopefully to the front there where we're mounted. This area, I want to get it under here. Bang, tighten that one up, overachiever. Now we are going to be spraying product, so we want to protect our beautiful lift here. So here at Puddins Recycling Services, we're going to take some of our plastic here and just go ahead and get our arms wrapped. Now with the arms, I'm trying to set them where we can still spray most of that. I don't want to block that. And with that being on that tall one and over there, kind of makes me nervous. That one's the lane, it shouldn't because that goes through. But as you see, I put me a little safety zip tie on there. That's some high quality reassurance. That's a perfect amount of old plastic. There she is. Nice and easy. This on here makes me nervous. Now I'm very excited because from the top, I told y'all it's very important the way we were removing some of that stuff, and what I was trying to do was to keep it easy. It's a lot of work along the way, but what I was trying to do was to keep it easy so when we made it to the point of getting underneath here, there's not a whole lot of work to get this sealed up and painted easy. And y'all can see with how we took out some of this stuff and notched all this in a way, this is all gonna be very easy to seam seal and be able to spray. Oh, it's gonna be absolutely beautiful underneath here. And of course where our floor pans are, that ain't gonna be nothing. We're gonna do a little seam seal up on that, all up in these little creases and edges. I need scuff on this. She's pretty scuffed, but we need to clean up some of the surface for us and get it in some primer. That's no good. That's still no good. Dang it! Thought that was gonna be just enough. Just remember, when zip ties fail, locking pliers won't. That's the reverse spotlight there. It's like we got the sun underneath there. I can see good. And another benefit is all the heat that comes off that light, we'll be able to trap it and catch it in that bucket. Then we can set it on the shelf and save it for a cold day. You know, it's funner than doing a lot of grinding, doing a lot of overhead grinding. Perfect shoulder workout, just getting it. She looks way more gooder with that. We're gonna look for little details like that corner there. She's just hanging out there, ain't she? Boop, there she went. Now I didn't figure y'all wanted to watch a whole lot of grinding. I just took Scotch-Brite, went over all the primer, used our carbide, roll lock, wire wheel. I just try to knock off any of the loose primer. Where you weld, it gets hot and flakes it. You want to make sure you get all that off. Up in here, run that wire wheel in there. Just get her as clean as you can. There's a good example why I like this dog. Perfectly good bed. He'd rather lay on a pile of trash. When you come from nothing, you appreciate the little things, like just a piece of paper underneath you, huh? You dang right. Some of these corners, you may just have to get you some sandpaper in there and give her the nitty gritty. All right, she's looking pretty good. I was blowing her off and found some old rat's nest. I got you. That crap shooting out everywhere. Whoa! Good thing we got all that out of there. That crap will hold moisture and she'll be in there rusting us out. Damn it, Captain. They're on the stick out there. If we don't make it out of here, you promise you'll tell my wife and kids and Theodore I loved them. Yeah! Take that, Charlie! Woo! Paint bodies war, guys. It is literally just a fight to get paint and primer on everything. A nice little coat of primer on everything. Little bit of work to do up here front. Up front, you can see where we had spot welded them. Little bit of work to do up here where we had them spot welds. We need to feather all that. Y'all can call me Peter the Prepper, because all I've been doing is prepping. Little joints here, doing a little seam seal. Smooth that baby out with the finger. That'll help our coating cover that without having to fill it full of 19 coats. As y'all see, no eyeballs today. Got my glasses off. Eyeballs are working pretty good today. They're hit and miss. All right, she's looking pretty good. Our paint, I've been Scotch-Brighting it. Cleaned up her cross member, primered it. Any of the primer, I've Scotch-Brighted on. And I still got some more to do up in here around this area. She gets a little tricky. Gonna put bolts in where we're gonna be spraying. And it's just a lot of work. We ain't got no slick fitty today, so we ain't got an extra set of hands. And one extra set of hands goes a long way on prep work. Just like yesterday, blowing apart that chassis. One extra set of hands, man, it can really expedite the process. All right though, Mom didn't raise no punt. We'll still get her dead here. Pretty happy with all that. PD Prepper still patiently prepping away. DUM, she's prepped.
Oh, was that videoing the whole time?
Yep.
Oh, I was checking for a tick on my back like this. So.
Got ticks, girl?
No.
Let's get us a rag, go do a little cleaning. As we do our mad dash scramble for the roundup, Top Stitch is here. He's getting ready, well, he's doing some of the final touches on our wagon here. He's got his visors, or he picked up the visors to be able to knock them out. Kind of been working on getting some of our spring-loaded seat floor covers, all this kind of stuff back in. Somebody lost the very specific shoulder bolts that go back here. Not sure who lost them. Theo lost them. I'm gonna blame him. He's like, man, I wasn't even around when this thing was built. Been here for 3 damn days. Caught the plane. And I also ran to the paint supply house to get some color here so we can mix up our tinted coating. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to get that sprayed today. We got a barbecue dinner to go to in about an hour or so. So I'm gonna keep giving Top Stitch a hand with whatever he needs. But also, the glass guy had found me a set of mirrors on eBay for like 35 buckaroos I bought. So we're getting these things all cleaned up and we're gonna get them put on our wagon. Just like most of everything we do around here, we're gonna polish these turds up. A little glass cleaner from the little sweet container. Then you want to get you some quadruple zero steel wool. It likes this stuff, and it'll knock a little bit of the crusties off, and it'll make her shine just a little bit. She ain't gonna shine a whole lot of bit because she ain't got a whole lot of bit left in her. Just give her a little scrubbing. A little scrubbing, a little loving always goes a long way on this old stuff. So it's a little bit of an upgrade versus our Bluetooth unit here. This is a high speed unit. It just lets that air flow right on through. Hey! Found some of the white paint left over. Oh yeah, it looks good with them two mirrors on there. I think this one's a little different, and I don't remember where I came up with it. No, that's it. That's the best condition one I got. That's a different bolt hole though. She ain't quite the same. Nothing drill bit won't fix. We'll leave that one off for now. Last push of the day. Try and get some paint down. This cross member, well, this piece of wood goes plumb across it. So we don't want to put no thick old coating on it where it can't sit flush. We also don't want her to be primered ugly, do we? So we need to get a little color match on it. Now our other mounts, they take these little blocks of wood, and I just realized I never actually drilled out the holes for these ones. Probably help if I'd punch that in the center. There we go. There's one. Let's go for two. Now we could go to a big old 1/2 inch, but on sheet metal, them bits, a full 1/2 inch bit tends to rip. These little Christmas trees from the Harbor Freight, they do a pretty good job. They just boogie through that sheet metal. That's dead nuts perfect. Just be careful, the fallen metal, hot metal chips will get you. I'm gonna just dust these ends a little bit. That's gonna wrap her up for the day here, guys. We'll be ready to spray in the morning. Here we go, final push this morning. Need something heavy. Yeah. I need more something heavies. Just in case we get a little spatter falling. Now I did the bed liner on my pickup truck years ago, and this stuff sprays pretty controlled, I think. Now I don't know about the specific product we're about to use, but let's check her out. All right, what we have here is the Sweet Patina in-one coating. Tenable texture coating. It's surface protection, temperature control, and sound deadening, all in one coating. We got the spray gun. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a good gun. Mix 3 parts in one coating to 1 part activator. It requires 3 fluid ounces of color, tint or base coat. You shake her for 1 minute prior to adding the activator. Well, I'm gonna get our gun set up here before we start mixing anything. Go ahead and put us a filter on there. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your tent up. Shake your tent up. Shake, 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 shake. Shake that can up. Oh man, shake it up. Give that a little shake. And she calls for 3 ounces of this. That's perfect. Get your little rinse your mouth out cut, and we pour. Then we want to shake it like we're putting pepper on biscuits and gravy or something. I'll see y'all in a minute.
1 minute later.
My arms ain't got none left in them. She turned pretty. Next, we need 8 ounces of activator. And I did not get I should have got a bigger cup. 3 ounces. 3 ounces. 3 ounces. Just plain, gotcha. That last one was 2 ounces. 3 plus 3 plus 2 equals 8. Put your lid on and shake it again and again and again. All right, I'm gonna make sure she gets mixed up and we're gonna be good to spray. I meant to put a regulator on here and I thought I had one, but I cannot find it. So we're just gonna do a little test here. Oh, that spray's easy enough. I like the texture. So I'm gonna just start back here. It looks like it covers a lot better where our paint is, obviously, because with it not being solid, the colors matching just makes it look awesome. All right, guys, I'm just gonna keep working her. All right, just this one jar is covering a ton. Oh, I got the screen, got the lens. Giddy, I got you. She's covering good. All this area, because you try to hit it from different angles, it's pretty well covered along our subfloor there. I hit up in our nooks and crannies real close and just kind of left them panels. I just kind of dusted it on that. We're sticking to our stuff here. This sucker is gonna be so sealed up. I love it. Speaking of biscuits and gravy, this stuff covers thicker than biscuits and gravy. If you don't have a regulator, don't be scared. You can barely squeeze the trigger of the gun. It'll send it out slower. It makes it heavy texture. If you need to get her up in some nooks and crannies, hit her with the trigger full blast and it'll just heave-ho it up in there with all that extra air pressure. So you can heave-ho it in, and then if you want a little more textured, you can go over with a light coat to texture her up. For example, can y'all see that primer up in there? Hit her with a high-speed blast. Oh yeah, that hit her. That's pretty smooth though, so if you want to texture it, a little easier squeeze of the trigger and it'll texture it up. This crap spray's awesome. And I promise y'all, if I can do it, anyone can do it. We're on our third canister here. I put 2 on the car. That's pretty thick, guys. I think this kit comes with 4 canisters rated for a 8-foot long bed if you want to do one of them. And as this sets up underneath here, it just looks even better and better. Holy cow, this stuff looks awesome. Curveball though, I remembered I'm supposed to do the backside of our firewall. So now that all this is happy, I need to get this dropped down where we can get inside the car and hopefully keep it moving. That stuff is tacking up quick, so I also want to peel our tape line underneath there before it all hardens. Then we got to cut it out of there. Floors, I had to tape off all of our flanges because we need that to sit down and seal up nice. Looky there, color match flange to the textured coat in center. Almost like we know what we're doing. Success. Nice tape line right at the toe board area, so that bottom side's textured. Firewall, we didn't booger up our paint or nothing. Oh man, what a unit. And up in here, we had them relief cuts and stuff from doing the beads. But with a little thick layer of that crap goes away. No body work needed. How he seam sealed all that. You put that layer on there, look how nice that looked, guys. She's gonna be a looker and a half. What do you think, River? She gonna look all right? As it dries up here, guys, it just gets even more uniform as far as the sheen and stuff goes. I've told you it looks awesome. It looks awesome. I peeled our tape where our mount's got to go. Of course, all that stuff in there is setting up just awesome. As long as the product works, which I don't know why it wouldn't. I ain't got nothing bad to say about that. It was easy even for me. Now y'all know Sweet Patina, he's been a sponsor of the channel. He's been a believer in me from the very beginning. He's reached out to me from a couple thousand subscribers, and I consider him more a friend than anything than a quote-unquote sponsor. Great products. He always has great products. Any of my buddies who've tried the products love the products. It's just really good stuff. If you want any of the Sweet Patina products, just head on over to his website and be sure to use my promo code on the screen. That's going to help you save a little bit, just in case you want some of this nice little coating. Now, paint and body, as y'all can tell from this video, it's not the funnest. It's very time consuming. And luckily I got as far as I did because I had Slick here helping a few days. If I didn't have Slick helping, we'd really be in bad shape. I was actually hoping to have enough time to scuff the bottom of the fenders over there and hit them with some type of bed liner coating. But that may be something we have to figure out next week. It's about noon o'clock on Saturday, and my wife has told me I'm out of time. Now, all that being said, I'm still super happy with our progress on this week. Super cool to see all of our floors inside and out, everything color matched. Color match is beautiful. Great job on that. So she's looking like quite the rig. I did talk to the sandblaster, Mr. Whitman, and he had told me yesterday he's getting ready to blast and probably get first coat on some of the parts yesterday. And then as that's been setting up, I've been over here with Top Stitch. We got that seat in the front, got her looking good. I gotta come over here and show y'all how he lined them door panels up. That way the lines just carry from one door panel to the other, to the back. We got the gas pedal in it. I had to crawl up underneath there and hold the nuts where we could get the little bolt ball thingies bolted down where the gas pedal can go on. Working out a few little details on her. I'm kind of trying to position our stickers here. The old Lou Williams badge, I've just popped it back on. That's what came off there originally. We're in the mad dash scramble to get all this stuff ready to go to Austin. April 19th and 20th, we'll be at the Lone Star Roundup. So Mordecus will be there. Sweet Patina's going to be there. Bowling Brothers, who built our beautiful chassis, is going to be there. Slick 50. Bill's still 50-50, so fair warning there. But guys, come on out and see us. I am going to have a limited edition shirt available there first. Whatever don't sell there, we'll then throw online. And other than that, I got a little more mess to clean up. I only got about 30 minutes left out here before I got to be in the house, or my butt is in trouble. So, guys, I know this ain't the greatest. However, if you're going to be doing a project yourself, you're probably going to make it to a point where something needs some paint and body work. Ain't that right, Theo? Oh, butt drag down the hill. He ain't walking. Dad, I found a hill. Let me slide that thing on my booty. Anyhow, he just itched that booty on that concrete. What a tough man. I did the Pot County hill slide. You better lay down. I guarantee you that thing's roughed out afterwards. Leaves the bed to go to his pile of trash. If you're doing a project, you're going to make it to a point where something needs some paint and body. And guys, just be patient. Take your time with your tape off lines. Think it out. Hey, where do I need to transition from this to that? And, you know, little seam sealer, little patience, little body filler. And hopefully you got a friend like Slick who's better at body work than you are if you need the help there. Because I could certainly use the help. So thanks, Slick, for the help this week. And other than that, guys, puddins.fab.shop for that good quality merchandise. I'm on the Instagrammer, I'm on the Facebooker, and I'm on the Patreon. And much other than that, I will see you guys next time. However, do not forget, sitting on your ass won't finish your project. Standing around don't help Taylor.